Well, the weather outside is very, very wet, and over the last few weeks it has been either incredibly wet or incredibly cold, and that's been pretty difficult to do much gardening outside. If you heard the podcast, you would have heard the challenges I've been facing. Now, we've actually even had a hard frost and colder temperatures than I've ever known here on the south coast. So it was quite a scary time for me, and in fact I felt like the weather throughout 2022 has been record breaking in many moments. Now, first of all, Happy New Year as well. Happy New Year to you all. But for Christmas, my wife, she got me a weather station. This is the Bresser 5-in-1 weather station. This is something that I've set up in the veg garden, and what I want to do throughout 2023 and moving forward, of course, is monitor the weather, keep an eye on the temperature, keep an eye on the wind conditions, and just try and keep a log of everything to see how well it affects our veg growing. And this is something I'm going to build up over many years. Now, the Bresser 5-in-1 weather station has the outdoor piece, which is up on the post collecting all the weather, which it then transmits to an indoor station which reads out everything that I need to know so I can see it clearly in the kitchen. But it also connects via Wi-Fi to a couple of websites which also keep a log of all the weather, so it's quite good for that. Added to that, I've also got an extra sensor that I've put in the greenhouse, which I'm using to try and keep an eye on the temperature in the greenhouse, use it for warnings when it gets too cold, and so on. And ultimately, this is something I want to see just how well it affects my veggie growing. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, growing vegetables. Now, throughout 2023, I'm keeping detailed written accounts of my veggie growing adventures, as well as obviously the podcast, the videos, the live shows, etc. It's all going ahead like it has been, and hopefully even better. But I'm also writing things down in my new notepad as well. But something I'm very conscious of at the moment is the cost of living crisis. Now, I firmly believe that we can use grow your own food to beat the cost of living crisis. This is something I'm very passionate about. It is the whole reason that I started up the Veg Grower podcast. But something that I noticed, I went to a garden centre yesterday and I discovered this, a pack of asparagus. It says there's 2 in there. I've just realised, I thought it was just 1. Boonlum, but the thing that I really want to, oh, you won't see it, is it cost me 50p. Very happy with that. But will it grow? This is what I want to find out. So if I, well, you saw me at the beginning bring in this pot, and I filled that up with compost. I realised that when I finish making this video I'm going to have to do another one, but I filled it up with compost, and what I'm hoping, yeah, here we go, this is, there's 2 rhubarb crowns. Let me just double check to see if there's anything else in here. There isn't, no. So I'm hoping that what we're going to do is be able to grow some asparagus out of this for 50p. If we get 2 asparagus plants, I'll be very happy. Now, I'm growing it in a pot because it's going to be easy then to continue to grow it in my greenhouse and just keep it separate from any of my other vegetables that I'm growing, my other asparagus. So I can just see if we get a lot of asparagus from this one plant. Now, as you see, that asparagus plant is now in there, the asparagus crown. I'm just going to add a bit of compost from this, like so. There we go. There we go. We'll pop that in. We're going to pop that in the greenhouse. Once we put a label on it, I'm going to set another pot up for the other one as well. But we'll put that in the greenhouse, keep that watered, put a label on it, and we'll see just if we get any asparagus from it, if it grows, if it survives. We're obviously not going to be able to harvest it this year. This is the first year, but we'll see just what happens. And once again, that asparagus is boodlim, so quite happy with if it gets for 50p, I'll be very, very happy with that. Well, that is it for this video. I'm heading down to the allotment tomorrow, so hopefully in the next video you will see that. But please do let me know what gardening gifts you got for Christmas this year. Love to find out just what you got down below. Right, you take care guys. See you again next time.